Welcome to our continuing discussion on transmuting wants into reality, mastering the art of transmuting. This is part 3. Next, I wanted to ask you about common misperceptions or myths. And I know you work with people on the whole journey, so like when they start out to working with you for quite a while on different levels. But is there any myths or common misperceptions people have about transmuting?
I think probably the challenge that I see the most often with transmuting and understanding transmuting is that a lot of people try to do it through their own strength. Our batteries are only so strong. It's like this big. It's not very impressive. Right? So I try to do all this work. I try to transmute. I do all this through my own strength, and that will wear you out. And the more tired you get, then the more bombarded, the harder it is to stay at a higher vibration. So you just can get bombarded, and those feelings of anxiety and overwhelm and all that can come flooding back in spades. So I think that's probably the biggest challenge I find, because what we're wanting to learn to do is we want to get really good at being a pipeline for love. Pure love is the highest vibrating energy out there. The purer the love source, from whatever people are choosing to call divine energy, God energy, higher self energy, whatever people are choosing to call that, the source and intention needs to be the purest love that there is. And channeling or pipeline, same thing, that love through us or through our field, so that really it's not about me. And I think the more too we step away that it's not about me. It's not about what I know. It's not about what I think I can do. It really isn't reliant on us in that way. That's a growth space for, I think, most of us on our journey work here. It's not about me. It's not about what I know. It's not about my strength. So it's really giving our brain permission to take a back seat. It's giving our brain permission to take a back seat and just let love energy flow through us, either, like I said, through our bodies or through our field.
All right, that was beautiful. Let's wrap this up with a personal question, and that is, Janell, what inspired you to become an energy healer and specifically to develop the skill of transmuting?
Necessity. It's just journey work, because you start through the steps and you want to be connected to yourself. I wanted to be connected to my most authentic piece. Who am I? Who am I as a healer? I want to understand it. I want to use it. And it was that quest that brought me to this type of clearing energy. And there's many types that I've done and been guided and taught to do on the last 25 years, because I've been in energy and working with energy for 25 years nearly. But it wasn't until here in the last, I don't know, half decade probably. But that guidance has been showing me a new way to do it and to how to walk people through that. Well, first they walked me through it. Change and work with your energy in this way, Janell. And the shift in the change in how that felt for me, how that allowed me to be more connected, how the ease and flow of it, I was like, okay, I get it. We need to be using this style of clearing and raising the vibration in our body. It's more effective. It works faster. We think about healing, and many of us think about healing and energy clearing, that we're getting rid of the yuck. The truth is, and if I could just drive this home, and I was having a great conversation with a gal the other day, and it's like, no, this is here to get our attention. And I said this in the beginning, but we got to remember that. This is here to get our attention, to hold gratitude. Shift, that's the first step to transmuting. And that, when I started grabbing onto that, because a lot of this is ancestral, it's like, oh my gosh, those ancestors have survived so much. And here I'm looking at this, feeling this for me more than look, because my gift rides in a lot of the feeling area. And I'm like, it's so heavy, it's so toxic. And I just think, oh my gosh.
Okay, I wanted to do a follow-up question on energy healing and transmuting, a little bit of your backstory of what got you into this exactly.
Energy healing, what got me into energy healing was horses. So the horses activated my gifts. So 25 years ago, I was a horse trainer, and I attracted what would be labeled outlaws. The outlaws were just in pain. They were chiropractically out, their feet were a mess, their teeth were a mess, their saddles didn't fit. I mean, they were in pain and they were acting out. In the process of figuring that out, I realized that I just saw that they were in pain. And then I networked with 3 other healers, a chiropractor, horse chiropractor, a vet, gone Eastern medicine, and a body worker. And that was my journey in understanding energy. Because as we were taking the pain out of the horses were activating my personal gifts and what I could see, feel, the things I had shut down. Through the last 25 years, then I've been exploring energy, different energy techniques, different energy modalities, and adding to my toolkit. Here recently, though, guidance has showed me that transmuting, shifting energy from one state to another is quicker, more effective, and allows us to understand the reason the energy that was there in the first place.
I know your name is Janell, and that has a J, obviously. But what I've noticed you just talking about here in investments, in personal development stuff, but particularly investments, they have what they call as a J curve. And so the J curve is, in the beginning, you don't see a lot of progress, but then that thing just is like taking an elevator going up. And with you, I can say my own experience is you're on the L part, the upward part of the J curve, that time that you've done everything. For me, what I see is all that work that you've done in the past with the horses, with other people, with studying Qigong and studying all these other different modalities that you've done. That's put you in a point now where you're really going up that J curve.
You hope so. And the more I learn, the more I realize I don't know. We are scratching, and that's good news because I love to learn. That means I've got so much more to explore. The more we learn, the more we realize that we can do and expand even more than we thought we could. The journey starts by becoming aware, doing the work, starting to learn the tools, understanding who we are, merging our energy body with our physical body. Then the trajectory really goes. But to keep us humble, truly, Brian, it's just the beginning. And that's exciting to what we can really do and experience in this awareness state, this energy space.
Well, thank you. That's a perfect way to end this, and I appreciate you being here.
You're welcome. Glad to be here.
We'll do more of these because I really find them beneficial, because I know there's so much information you have out there, and trying to put it in one topic and hard to do.
Yeah, condense it down. Yeah, let's break more parts. Yeah, let's take another thing and take a look at it deeper, and I like it.
But I think this is a really good introduction to transmuting,
yeah,
and to what it is and
how it supports us.
Exactly.
All right, thank you.
Thank you for joining us on Transmuting Wants into Reality, Mastering the Art of Transmuting. This was part 3. Make sure you go back and watch parts 1 and 2. Visit Janell's website at janellray.com or send her an email at janell@janellray.com. If you got some value out of this video, please hit the like button and consider subscribing. Have a great day. Thanks for being here. We look forward to seeing you on the next video.